Okay, now that we know a little bit more about what the Colorado Historic Newspapers Collection is, we're going to learn how to find what we're looking for, which is a little trickier than it seems. That's primarily because a lot of the text in this repository and a lot of these digitized documents are, uploaded and made possible through what's called OCR, which creates searchable text, from these newspaper images. So, that's a little more complex. Searching for it's a little more complex and requires some savvier techniques, which we're going to cover in this video. So first and foremost, we can first optimize our search by using some basic Boolean search techniques, which we have some handouts here on this page in addition to this video that should help you kind of brush up on those skills if they are unfamiliar to you or if it's been a while since you've used them. So you can perform a simple search on this site just by clicking here in this left-hand box. Clicking search, this engine will return results that include whatever terms you kind of enter into that box. You can look for an exact phrase by putting quotation marks around what you're looking for. So we can search for Montezuma County, and that kind of narrows down that way. Additionally, you can use some operators, capital and, or not. As shown can be used as well, not all together in a string like that, but and can, when used in a search, can include all of the words that you're looking for. Not can exclude and kind of filter out some results if you're searching for something broad that can be interpreted in two ways. So you can narrow your search that way. You can also use or with at least one other word to broaden your search as well. So yeah, so on this search results page, you have, as you can see, some different options here. So we searched for Montezuma County, and this is what was pulled up. So these were the string of results that are quotations Montezuma County search garnered. And on the left here, you can also see some different navigation options that the search engine filtered out as well. So you can search by date, by author, if that's handy to you, and by the publication title, which is interesting as well. Location, obviously, so the different counties it parses out as well. So if you're searching this database, you may be a student, you may just be a public library patron and just looking to research an obituary or do some research on your town or region. So searching for obituaries, the CHNC has provided in their Help and Forum section some really handy techniques on how to kind of get the results you're looking for with that, because that's a little tricky. So searching obituaries, you need to consider date ranges because of this OCR, it may not find a specific date of death in the obituary. So that's something to remember. So additionally, you want to try to remember, if you're searching for a name, to remember alternate spellings of that name. So Jane Diaz, could be spelled with an S. So searching that way may garner results, but, searching with a Z as well could get you an alternative set of results. So the librarians suggest considering the different variations of name spellings as well. And in a historical context, you need to remember that first names were seldom used for married women, which was interesting. And typically the husband's first name was used. So occasionally abbreviations were also used for first names. So that's something to remember if you're performing a search by name. And an additional name technique they provided was that full names were not always used for prominent individuals. So General Palmer was probably used instead of William Jackson Palmer. Packer instead of Alfred Packer. So just remembering the different, I guess, styles and contexts of how these names were presented in the newspapers at the time are kind of critical. So again, that'd be used through this search tab, and there's some really great kind of more specific search tips here that they provide as you're navigating this website. So I encourage you to explore and pan around in there and review some of the documents on this page that cover Boolean searching and just historical searching in general.